Here with us is Charlie Johnson from Winnipeg. Yes, and Charlie.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Bienvenue à Quebec.
What's this experience been like, painting in the public eye with 10 other painters?
Fantastic. For me, working in the public environment is natural. It's like it's so natural. It doesn't bother me one bit. I enjoy the dialogue with people. For me, the exciting part is working with other artists as they create their pieces, and I see their ideas and their approaches. That's the what do you call it? Cross-pollination that is so important, because that sparks inspiration and new ideas between artists to see each other working together. Because, like you say, like you just said, it's one thing to see the end product, but it's another thing to see the process. And that's what so many people love about artists who paint murals and do work in the public eye, is they get to see the process unfold. They see the work in stages, and then so many things happen with that. They see that it's not just some prefabricated thing that gets thrown up like an ad. They see it as a work of creation made by the human hand, and something else happens is they also take real ownership in. It's not just a thing that's put in front of their path. It's their mural. They say, hey, and if they see anything happen to the mural, they say, hey, what are you doing to my mural? And I've heard that. I did a mural but this is great. I mean, these people will take ownership of these murals. They have an experience to walk away with. They talk to the artists, they see us, they hear our ideas, they see our process, and after this is done, they'll see the works of art, the murals out on their streets, and then it's also a memento of an experience. And that's what they are. For us, for the artists, when the piece is done, our connection to it is over. And the mural, a really good piece of art, is also a documentation of an experience, right? It tells, so you see the whole thing. You see the components and how they come together. And that's the end result, is how the layers of paint work with each other, how the idea evolves into the large form. Sometimes it's more precise, sometimes it's more open, but there's always a process. And so I like to allow change into the process and adaptation. And I think that is very important, because murals are we're doing this in this space, so this is our environment, and it'll go into another environment. But when you're working on site, you're reacting to the environment around you. Mural painting is an environmental art form, and that is the truth. You're responding. It's the artist's relationship to their canvas, which is the architecture, or the textures. As a mural, this is a uniform texture. But as a mural painter, I'm a connoisseur of texture. I love texture. Sometimes the wall can speak to you in a way to direct guide you to what you need to do. It can set limits on you. It can open possibilities to you. If you're sensitive enough to pick up on your materials, what you're working with.
Fantastic. So we have Stefan from Germany, and he's got an amazing piece behind us here. You want to tell us about the process here?
What you want to know?
How this all came about, and the ideas, and how it transpired, and how you did it.
Yeah, actually the idea is what you can see over there. It's a global desire. Is that what you really, have already? I mean, everywhere, in my opinion. So they have peace. So that is what we need and what we want. So this is the theme of that, and to have clear letters behind, so absolutely clean, absolutely, smooth, and everything is clear. So and then we have the two persons, coming to the focus, and the kids showing what they are really related to peace. So it was important that it was a collaboration with school, and this both persons, painted already. This girl painted this one with an iron curtain, and the boy painted this with a bird in the sun. So, and everything is really related, and I was so amazed about what the kids were thinking about it and how they express that or how to show it into their paintings. So that was the concept, to bring all that together. So my idea, my thoughts, and then the thoughts of the kids. So, and actually I did that in my studio in Germany, so non-woven media called Zebulon. And I brought it to this place and installed it in 3 pieces. And also the persons are, and also the paintings were already separate pieces. Just 2 layers. So, and then I pasted on, and then I integrated that then with shadows and so on. And so that is the concept.
Beautiful.
I built a model, and then I, did a photograph, so I can study the value of the tones, and then I pick up the colors, and then I made a pre-mix, and then I started to paint section by section. So actually for Twitter shooting for the first, as you can see here, so I built a real model of the letter E, so that the boy can stay in and the girl can sitting here. So then I have perfect match how it looks like a person sitting in the E or standing in the E. That's it.
Thank you.